If you remember, last time the log chomper failed spectacularly. The shaft ended up grinding away the key and the hub. It was a bit sad. So, Will and I replaced the shaft key with a through bolt. That should do the trick, surely.
Looks like an ordinary bolt, but no, we're calling it a shear pin. Lovely job.
Lots of you said we needed a shear bolt anyway, so let's call it that.
Ooh. Couldn't go down the little hole.
Take two.
Yeah.
The blade plate is welded to the hub and is now bolted onto the shaft.
Gorgeous.
I cut two more blades, two of slightly different shape. They are made from this harrow disc. The shape is limited by the size of the disc, but I think they're nearly perfect anyway. And they're held in and sandwiched by a second plate, which should make the whole thing more rigid. And that plate has a welded hub on too, held on with a taper lock. I also cut some new insert plates that effectively raise and narrow the log rest. It even has a handy cup holder too now, just in case. Will did the welding on that bit. So now the blade should slice evenly through the log. Pretty cool, huh? We're still adjusting the belt tension. Here you can see it slipping. So we tightened it up easily enough. And then this happened. The shear bolt sheared, which obviously is a good thing in a way because nothing else is damaged, but still it went way too early. So we replaced it with a much harder bolt.
So what you got there, Will?
Higher tensile bolt, 12.9.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
I'm going to need 10.9. I'm stuck.
If you put 10.9, it'll only break anyway.
Does that come through? Yeah, just enough.
And that worked for a while, and then the same thing happened.
I owe you a bolt there, Will. Sorry. Well, it's fine. It's just a bit shorter.
Oh, that's nicely shortened. Does it thread on?
Now that was a tough little bolt, yet it snapped like a twig. But really, I suppose it was only a thin bolt, probably only 8mm if you don't count the thread. So let's try a thicker one. The problem was drilling a wider hole through the hub and the shaft, because now the welded on plate is in the way. So I cobbled together a long drill bit to reach down far enough. Except Will, he kindly made one too, without telling me.
Come on, Will, show us the one that you made. Oh, that's so gorgeous.
His was so much nicer than mine, but in my defence, mine did actually work as well. So now we can put a 12mm smooth shanked bolt right through. And that worked really well.
Wow, that's good. Working! Very good. Very good. Here comes the big one.
Until it didn't. And that bolt sheared as well. I might have to call this machine Ed. Okay, it was mild steel, so we have one last option. Replace that bolt with a harder bolt.
Wow. Cheery, man, cheery.
It's quite an elaborate bolt shearer, isn't it?
Not that easy to get though around here. I also took the opportunity to close up the log holder even more, meaning the logs are just a little closer to the center point, so less force is needed, but that meant new blades again as well. If this doesn't work, I give up. But this time it did work. Mehel number 2, our regular work exchange group, came to help put some wood into the woodshed, and everything went well. I can't believe it. Thanks to Christine and Bridget and Mathilde. It started with small diameter branches but went up to pieces as thick as your arm, so nothing enormous but still useful. Much easier and quicker than a chainsaw, and of course no wasted sawdust either. So, this project took a long time, but we got there in the end.
Ooh.